Hello, my beautiful little pixies. Today, I'm filming a video that has been so highly requested. This is probably my most highly requested video, and it is my curly hair video. I'll just give you a little overview of my curls. I have type 3A curls. I definitely have some 2C curls in there as well, which are like this. So I've been wanting to film this video for a really long time. I've been doing my research because I really want to do this video justice. Curly hair care has been a struggle for me, to say the least. And I'm just really starting to begin to learn how to take care of my curly hair, and in the past couple of years I've really learned to like love my curly hair. So I just really wanted to wait for like the right time to do this when I felt really good about doing it and whatnot. It's important to do research about your type of curl, and like what works for me might not work for you, but I hope this video is really helpful because I just really spell out my routine, and if your hair is similar to mine, this may work for you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you want to follow me on my Instagram, put it right here. Oh wow, right when it happened. So yeah, I'll put it right there. Without further ado, let's begin this curly journey. The first thing I do is I use the Maui Moisture shampoo, and this stuff is just super hydrating, and it's a great company as well. It's vegan and cruelty free. And then I use the Shea Moisture Curl and Shine conditioner, and Shea Moisture is an incredible company too. And this is just super moisturizing, and it's important to start your moisturizing process in the shower with curly hair since it is so prone to lacking moisture. Okay, so as you can see, just hopped out of the shower. My hair is sopping wet, and this is something super important I figured out that I never knew that I was supposed to do, is to style curly hair when it's wet. It's actually going to be able to absorb the products the best when it's wet. And I actually have a little wet water bottle here that I am going to use if needed. So I'm just taking my scrunchie and I'm putting up like a section of my hair. So now I have all these little hairs down here, and that's what I'm going to start off with first. My hair runs on like a range of from 1 to I think 5, and the ranges depends on the curl pattern. So there's tons of different types of curls. Like one would be straight hair, which is not a curl obviously, and then it just goes up from there until you get your tightest curls. Like my loosest curls are 2C, so they're the wave, and then my tightest curls are 3A, which is the majority of my hair, which is characterized by being like the size of a piece of thick chalk, and oftentimes they're really loose. A lot of people say this is kind of like the most misunderstood type of curl because so many people think it's like fake. They're like, oh, did you curl your hair? And right now, like my hair doesn't look very curly. It's very flat, it's very weighed down, and that's because 3A curls are really susceptible to being weighed down super easily. So yeah, if you have type 3A hair, I relate to the struggle. It is a very confusing life because you're like on the verge of being curly and not being curly. Type 3A hair, I want to know. Tell me down below if you've had the same thoughts and struggles. What works for my curly hair is not going to necessarily work for your curly hair, but definitely finding someone with your curl pattern is super helpful because like I'm not going to watch someone's video who has like a super tight curl pattern because I don't have a super tight curl pattern, you know. It'll just be weird and a little like problematic, so we're not going to do that. But yeah, so when I used to style my hair without doing any research, what I would basically do, I would just use a little bit of mousse and I would just scrunch it in my hair, just super scrunch, and I would also like towel dry my hair. First things first is we don't towel dry. We do not towel dry. We apply products to soaking wet hair. So the very first thing I do, and I don't always do this, but this is the Biotin Boost leave-in spray. It's like a detangler basically, and it has protein in it, so hair can be either protein lacking or moisture lacking. Usually we talk about curly hair being moisture lacking because curly hair in general, it's a lot harder for it to retain moisture. Another thing that it can be hard to retain is protein, which can actually make curls limp. Sometimes because my hair is so easily weighed down, that's more of what I experience. So that's why I sprayed that in. So basically I spray it in and then I take this brush and, oh, this is nasty. It's called the DENMAN brush and I'm going to be using this for all the products in my hair. This is like a very highly loved product in the curly hair community, and that's because it's made for curly hair. Oh my god. Supposedly this is supposed to, okay, this slides out. I'll like insert a little clip of it sliding out because I don't want to do it. But basically, like, you can choose the amount of rows that this has in it, and it's just meant for curly hair, and it's really good at distributing the product. So I'm gonna literally brush through my hair. And you know, when I first started watching curly hair videos and I saw people brushing through their curls right after the shower, I was like, what? That is not right. Like, I am not brushing through my hair. That is like the worst possible thing I want to do. But after like trying all this stuff, I really found that this is the best way to get like defined curls. Then I basically just keep taking down different sections of hair to make sure that it all gets evenly distributed. So as you can see, like, it's super weird because now my hair is like, it's straight. It literally looks straight. So yeah, this is type 3A hair. And for a lot of my life, this was confusing too because I didn't know how to take care of my curls. I would just basically brush them out every single day with like a hairbrush, just like everyone else, you know, brushes their hair. And I was like, okay, well, brushing hair is like what I'm supposed to do. No one else in my family has curly hair, so like, I was confused. The curls would be like constantly like fighting it, so I would get these big clumpy curls and then I would like be annoyed with them and I would brush them out. It was just not a good look. DEVA CURL really knows what they're doing with curly hair. This is the styling cream. Leaves your hair like really defined, really soft, and very moisturized. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna put my hair right back up. Like I said earlier, because my hair is easily weighed down, I do go pretty sparingly on this because it is a little bit more on the heavy side, but even for my hair, it's not like enough to weigh me down. If you have different type of curl, like, you can definitely get away with putting a lot more of this stuff in. Another thing that I used to be kind of scared to do was rake any products through my hair from the roots down, but I have noticed that starting product use at the roots, as long as it's not too heavy of a product, really does make my curls the most defined. Learning about curly hair is so interesting to me, and like, I've really just begun, but it's just so interesting because it's so different from how, like, learning how I'm supposed to be treating my hair. It's just so different from how I've ever treated it. And you know, hairdressers, like, unless they specialize in curly hair, are really not good at cutting curly hair. Like, yeah, I had some weird haircuts going on. No, I was not good. I'm reminiscing about all my terrible haircuts. So this is a product that does have, I think, sulfates in it. So I didn't know this when I bought it. I'm gonna finish it because I bought it, but will not be purchasing this again. But it is like a nice product if you're not worried about that. This is the Weedad Play Curl Amplifying Foam. Just buy products by companies that specialize in curls, because all these other companies, they really don't know what they're doing. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, they don't know what they're doing when it comes to curly hair. And yeah. So this just basically is just gonna add some volume. So with mousses, I actually really like to focus it on my roots, and I do see a difference. I do see a difference when I do focus this on my roots to when I don't. So I literally like go kind of crazy. This stuff is my go-to, the DEVA CURL Ultra Defining Gel, and this stuff is really good for hair. It's really good for a lot of different types of hair. I've talked a lot about how my hair can get weighed down, and this product just kind of combats that, but it's not gonna be crunchy. I'm not a fan of that crunchy look. Oh man, and like, not knowing about my hair like really did a number on my hair. I was so bad to my hair. So I use a good amount, you can see. I started straightening it because it just looked cleaner, and I always just thought I looked so like not put together compared to all my friends with like straight hair. It just makes me so sad because now I love my hair, and I know that a lot of people with curly hair and on the entire range of curly hair feel somewhat similar at some point in their life, and that's sad. So I'm just here to spread some curly love. I love your hair. I ended up straightening my hair every single day for 2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
Now I've cut out heat like almost entirely. Sometimes I blow dry my hair like with a what is this thing called? I haven't straightened my hair in years, which is good because after that my hair was so damaged. So brush through that. The other thing I sometimes do is, since I'm trying to grow out my hair as well as like make it really healthy, is I have this little like head massager that I got like a couple years ago and I like just found in my closet. And like, you all don't have to get this, you can literally just use your fingers, but a head massage is like very good for your scalp and it actually stimulates hair growth. And the other thing I do is I use this stuff called Jamaican black castor oil, sworn to help people grow their hair healthier, faster, stronger. Not seen that many results yet, but honestly, like my hair has grown a lot in the last couple of months because it was to here when I left New York and now it's here, so that's a good amount of growth. It's actually a very good amount of growth. Damn.
I don't know what to say, yeah, yes, but I know I shouldn't think about it. I'm scared to show the world, passionate and I don't care, living on my realness, write my own checks like I want to sing. It's poppin'. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just want it.
After that Ari moment, I am using a microfiber towel. Got this at the drugstore for super cheap and it's just more gentle than a normal towel. If you don't want to buy one, you can also just use a cotton t-shirt. I know we did this already, but I'm putting my hair back up. It's gonna be up there for a little bit. I go back in with my DENMAN brush. This I do not always do because it's kind of time consuming. I do think it gets me like a very defined look. My curls are usually formed in sections about this big, so that's what I take. If your curls are smaller, you can take smaller sections. And I basically just brush through it. This is like what the DENMAN brush is famous for. And kind of twist at the end, and it just begins, I don't know, it just like begins. And then I twist it as well. So this is like a mix between finger coiling and using the DENMAN brush to just create the most defined curls as possible. A lot of people think, oh, I have straight hair, I'm just gonna finger coil my hair and it's gonna be curly. No, sorry.
Not how it works. We can't all have curly hair.
Finger coiling will not do that. It does not create curls, it just encourages natural hair patterns. So what the hair naturally will form on its own, it just encourages them and makes it a little bit more defined, but that's all. So basically I just go through every single section of my hair where I think a natural curl is going to form and just brush through it. Tell me how good it feels to be. Yep, so I'm literally just jamming to Ari this entire time, but just making sure that every single curl has product evenly distributed. And then once I get to my bangs, I separate them. I spray some water on them just to make it easier, and I twist them in different directions just to encourage the curl. And I just love doing YouTube, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for you guys and like the fact that you've subscribed, and we've hit like over 400 subscribers. Like, I know that's not like the biggest number in the world, but to me that's huge, and like I didn't even think I would break 100, you know? So that means so much to me, and it's just like crazy to me that many of you actually like watch my videos, and like, man, I'm just really grateful, and I really freaking love YouTube, and I love editing, and I love it so much, and it's so fun, and it just like really feeds my soul, and I just feel so creative whenever I'm doing it, and it's so good. As you can see, like, curls are forming. This is like kind of the last time I'm really gonna touch my hair. I'm just gonna scrunch it all. Hope those bangs, you know, don't come out terrible. I don't do this always, but when I have time, I basically just like take these and I just pin up like a couple places on my hair just to add a little bit more volume. At this point, sometimes I remembered the word, sometimes I diffuse, but not today because I just have been, especially now that it's getting like warmer, I'm trying to avoid heat altogether. Now I just let it air dry. So I'll come back to you when it is air dried. I am back. So I'm just gonna show you what I do now. So I'm gonna take these out. So this is what we're working with, but it's super crunchy, right? It's fine to let your hair like dry in this cast, as some people will say, but you don't, like, this is not a cute look. So basically I'm just breaking the cast by scrunching everything, and when you scrunch it just makes it like softer and bouncier, and just scrunch. But I'm actually gonna take 2 bobby pins and I'm just gonna like, oops, I used the wrong end. Do this. So now you can see I got some bounce going on. Now look at these curls. Yeah, like it's just like ringlet after ringlet after ringlet. So you see how super defined these curls are. So then I just like to play with it until it's what I want it to be. Now, something I also do to like add volume is I separate the curls. Like for example, this one. If I separate it, there's like 2 different curls hiding in there, you know? So separating curls is definitely a really great way to add volume. Yeah, and now you just got super bouncy curls and you're just off to bounce your day away. Alright guys, so and that is it, and it's just so nice to be able to take care of your hair the way it's meant to be cared for. And like, if you have curly hair, like, you got blessed. So take care of that hair, learn how to take care of it, whichever way works for you, because everyone's curly hair is so different. So just like really figure out what works best for you and love it, and don't straighten your hair. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'm definitely gonna make more curly hair videos in the future. And yeah, if you found this video at all helpful, subscribe and like it and comment, and yeah, just live your curly girly lives, and I love you all. Bye.